Welcome back to the deep dive. So, if you've ever been involved in a remote broadcast, you know the real headache. It's not usually the camera, it's the cables.
Oh, absolutely. It's a logistical nightmare.
You've got this high bandwidth video feed, and then you've got, all the other stuff, control signals, comms, file transfers.
Exactly. And that's what we're digging into today. A single piece of hardware that tries to solve that exact problem. It's the Thor Broadcast F-1SDI-3G-ET-TX.
That's a mouthful.
It is. But our mission here is to figure out why some are calling this thing a Swiss Army knife for field ops. It's not just about extending a signal. It's about collapsing protocols.
Okay, collapsing protocols. I like that. Let's unpack it. So, its core function. It's a transceiver, right? Sends and receives.
Right. Two main things happening at the same time. First, you have your video. It's one channel forward, SD, HD, and 3G SDI.
And 3G SDI is still sort of the workhorse for broadcast, isn't it? Even with all this fiber tech.
It absolutely is. It's the established, uncompressed standard. You get that beautiful, full HD quality up to 1080p at 60 hertz. It's reliable.
Okay, so that's the video part, but you said that's not the whole story.
Not even close. This is the aha moment. On that very same single fiber cable, it's also running a full bidirectional 1000 gigabit Ethernet transceiver.
Wait, so you're telling me a camera op in the field sends their main video feed back to the studio, and at the exact same time, that one little fiber cable is also the internet connection for their laptop, or for remotely controlling the camera itself.
It's precisely the field application, and it just explodes from there. Think bigger picture. It enables, IP network extension, IPTV, monitoring file transfers.
And you mentioned audio.
And this is critical. It handles audio over IP, and specifically Dante audio.
Okay, let's talk about Dante for a second. We know it's the standard, but why is having it integrated here such a big deal for remote teams?
Well, because Dante is basically a whole audio network running over standard IP.
Right.
You can have hundreds of channels.
So you'd normally need a whole separate set of gear for that.
You would. Separate
Yep.
audio cables, maybe another switch, probably its own fiber link just for your mics and comms.
A whole other headache.
A whole other headache. But by having this Thor unit provide that gigabit Ethernet pipe, you automatically get support for high channel count Dante right alongside your main video feed. You're just cutting down on so much hardware and so many potential points of failure.
Okay, this is where the engineering side of me gets excited. The performance. The specs say 1 millisecond of latency and a 20-kilometer range. What does that actually feel like for someone running a live event?
I mean, 1 millisecond is, for all practical purposes, instantaneous.
No lag.
No lag. If you're controlling a PTZ camera from the studio 20 kilometers away, it feels like you're right there. It's responsive, not frustrating.
And that 20-kilometer range is over single-mode fiber, which is the long-haul stuff.
Yep, the thin stuff that can go for miles.
Yeah.
So distance it almost stops being a factor.
It also sounds like it's built for the field, not a delicate studio piece.
Oh, for sure. It's using all the standard tough connectors. STPC for the fiber, BNC for video. It just plugs right into existing gear. Plus, that operating temperature range is huge. -20 all the way to +75 Celsius. It's ready for pretty much anything you can throw at it.
And just to give it some context, the source we saw for this was HDTV Supply. They're often linked with their Wolfpack brand.
They are.
Yeah.
And it sits in that high-value, mission-critical niche. The MSRP is up there, but the street price is usually just under $1,000.
Which, for a tool that solves this many problems, seems like a necessary investment.
Exactly. It comes with a solid warranty, too, which underlines that it's built for professional logistics.
So to sum it up, the Thor FM1SDI-3G-ET-TX really is a logistical game changer. It takes the two most important signals, your high-res video and your IP data, and just makes them coexist on one single long-distance cable.
Right. And that really brings up a bigger question for anyone out there building these remote production kits. You look at how this one device simplifies things by consolidating all these different protocols, video, control, Dante audio, monitoring. It makes you wonder, how many other single-function boxes in our kits are just waiting to be redesigned into one of these multi-protocol logistical powerhouses?
That's a great thought.
I think that shift in thinking, that's probably the real future of remote production.